Yes, you heard this right. That's the easiest way you can build an AI agent and a RAG system as of October 2025. That is OpenAI's AgentBuilder, which is a canvas where you can build agentic workflows through dragging and dropping. So I'll show you that in a second. It's not a full tutorial, it's simply an implementation demo. So A, you can get an idea of what that looks like, or B, you can follow along and do a quick implementation without spending too much time on tutorials. So if you're interested, let's get on with that. To start with, let's look up AgentBuilder OpenAI. So if you have an account, just go ahead and log in. If you don't, sign up. One thing to note is that for you to use the AgentBuilder, you have to put in a valid card and you've got to put some funds in. £5 is enough for lots of testing, so that's all you're gonna need if you're just testing. So bear that in mind. Here we are on the canvas. We've got the nodes on the left hand side, and then we start with a couple of nodes, the starting node and then the My Agent node. Now the interesting one is the agent node, so let's click on it, and then we can give it a name. In our case, we'll be doing an onboarding agent. This is the instructions that get put in the prompt. Let's leave that for now. We've got a few options here. We can choose a model, whether to include chat history. We want that because that's a chatbot. And importantly, there is a tool section, so we can add tools. And one of the tools here is the file search, which is another name for RAG. So what we can do is upload our files, which in our case will be fictitious company files that I've created with ChatGPT. Okay, here are my files, so I'll just drag and drop them. It's as easy as that. And here we are, they're processed by the system. I will just click attached. And here we are. We have the files put in as a tool. Now the prompt is a little bit lacking, so what we can do is type up a prompt, or in my case, I'll just ask the model that is the helper here to generate a good prompt. Here we are. We typed up a prompt to create our prompt. Just so we can test our system, we can do so by clicking preview. That lets us interact with our chatbot, so we can give it a whirl. So in our employee handbook, we have some rules around expensing. So we will ask the chatbot a question to see if it picks up on that. So when we go, we see some of the reasoning here, and it's retrieving from the files now. Here we are. It does mention the £40 per day allowance and the hotel at £180 per night. Also, the cool thing is that it provides a source, so you can see the file that references the Employee Handbook 2025, and that's exactly the one that is being referenced here. We can link this workflow to the chat kit that OpenAI provides. With the help of AI, you can install this pretty much within 10-15 minutes, and it will look something like this. You can then customize it the way you please, and we can ask the same question here. And as we can see, we get pretty much the same response. It's just done now in a chat window. Now this chat lives locally because it's locally installed, but you can put it on server in the cloud and provide access to your employees or anyone you want to share this with. So it's very basic, but it can do the job in a very simple, basic scenarios.